Oh, good morning, world. Been a little bit. Apparently, there's still corona out there. Apparently. Okay. So, we had a little break. Why? Because it just kept being the same stuff over and over again, right? I just kept telling you the truth over and over and over again. And it was the same thing. Increased infections, less deaths. Increased infections, less deaths. This isn't that dangerous. I mean, why are people freaking out? So, basically, I just want to give you kind of a break from the news cycle. So, let's get back to the news cycle. If you notice here, there's a bit of a divide going on. I don't know if you notice. I certainly notice. It's really between the haves and the have-nots. What do you want? What do you want to have? Do you want to have the right, the freedom to make your own decisions about your health and your body, or do you not? I mean, there are certainly people out there who prefer to have government and political organizations make their healthcare decisions for them. There are others of us who don't. There's some people who need to be told what to do, who want to be told what to do. There's some that don't. So, what do we got going on here in the world? Remember we were talking about Sweden? How they didn't do anything? They didn't lock down? They didn't ruin their economy? Oh, no. Turns out it worked. Crap. What happened? 1/3 of Stockholm County's population had the corona infections. They had no symptoms or so little symptoms they were even unaware of it. They had a mortality rate of 0.25%, 1/4% mortality rate, and they didn't lock down. They didn't sit in their house and wait for the $1,200 checks. Why? Why did that happen? Because they developed what's called herd immunity. In a contagious disease, most other members are protected from infection because there's little opportunity for the disease to spread. You know who else did this? South Dakota. You know why South Dakota did this? Because South Dakota is not New York. We hear about New York all the time, whether there's a pandemic going on or not. Okay, it is the media and cultural hub of the United States, or at least of the East Coast, right? You can't extrapolate whatever's going on in New York to the rest of the country. South Dakota knew that, so they didn't do what New York did. It turns out they're fine. Okay, let's look at some numbers. Okay, we've been hearing a lot about numbers, mostly about death rates. We haven't been hearing about survival rates or anything like that for some reason. Why? Because it keeps you scared. But let's look at some numbers here. From the UN, projected death rates. Okay, so this goes all the way back to 1950. Deaths per year. And over the years, our deaths have been going down. They can use this data here to extrapolate out and project it into the future. Okay, and right here are the actual deaths. So, what's been going on? If we take this through April 26th, okay, was that Sunday? At that point in time, we had a world population of 7.7 billion people. There it goes, 7.7 billion. Days through April 26, 117 of the year. Fractions of the year, 0.319. Okay? So, if we take the death rate from last year, of 2019, a death rate of 7 for every 1,000 people. Just because. Just all-cause mortality. 7 out of every 1,000 people died. Now, if we take that and we project that death rate to date, we would have 18,873,318 deaths. How many deaths have we actually had this year? So from here to there, boom, boom, right? We've had 18,893,470 deaths. What is that for a difference? That is a difference of 20,000 more people have died than were projected. But there's a pandemic. It's worldwide. Shouldn't this number be drastically bigger? Like, incomprehensibly bigger? But it's not. Why? I thought there was a pandemic. Maybe there's not. Maybe there's not a pandemic. World Health Organization. As many as half of European corona deaths came from nursing homes. Okay? What happens in nursing homes? This is insensitive, but the fact of the matter is people go to nursing homes and they die. It is an end stage of life facility. Let's look at two different populations who handled it very differently. New York versus London. Populations, relatively similar, okay? State and county populations. Cases, again, pretty similar. Deaths, pretty similar. Probable death rates, pretty similar. But they handled it differently. What helps COVID kill us? Obesity, diabetes, kidney disease, probably has something to do with the acid alkaline balance thing going on, cardiac problems. What are all these diseases? Pulmonary, neurological stuff. What are all these? These are conditions caused by ill health. These aren't conditions that cause ill health. These are conditions caused by ill health, by not taking care of yourself. From the BBC, 9 in 10 dying with virus already have an existing illness. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This has been floating around the internet quite a bit. It's Dr. Erickson, and there's another ER doc in here. And what they're doing is they're talking about what they're seeing in the emergency rooms and in the hospitals over on the East Coast. What are they seeing? They're seeing an increased case of substance abuse, domestic abuse, child abuse. Because we're being told to stay inside. Because we're being told to be fearful. Even if you're staying inside by yourself, he goes at minute 20 talking about how sheltering in place weakens our immune system. Well, if there's a pandemic going around, I think we want to strengthen our immune system, don't you? New study finds nearly all corona patients put on ventilators have died. Why? Because it turns out they're thinking it's not really a lung disease. It's possibly more of a hemoglobin disease. I actually put this in here just for you guys that are laughing at Trump. I don't care who you vote for. It doesn't matter to me one way or the other. I don't give a shit, right? But medicine has been using light to cure the body of disease forever. You know how it does it? Through the goddamn sun. The sun helps your body make vitamin D. Vitamin D helps you fight infections and disease. Where does vitamin D come from? The sun, light. No, he's not a doctor. He's a businessman. He's not dumb, though. This is kind of comical in a sad and morbid and pathetic kind of way. Why are there so many corona deaths? Because again, we go back here. Where'd it go? There's only 20,000 more people died this year. But they're telling us everybody's dying. Turns out, when a hospital codes a death as corona, they get more money. U.S. hospitals getting paid more to label corona cases of death coronavirus. So many of you out there believe all this stuff, too. All this stuff they're telling you about how terrible it is. Miami-Dade County, tens of thousands of missed coronavirus infections. Again, there's more infections, less deaths. Looks like about the same rate as our typical flu. The same thing they found at Stanford. The same thing they found in LA County. And the World Health Organization jumping back and forth. Initially, they came out, warning, coronavirus antibodies can't guarantee long-term immunity, but it's a virus. I thought that's what our bodies did, is it remembered how to fight a virus once we fight it. If we fight it and we win, cool, we've got immunity. Oh, yeah, World Health Organization, you guys remember that? Okay, cool. Well, yeah, we're going to backtrack a little bit. You're right. If you fight it, you got immunity. Sorry, we didn't know you were paying attention. States are opening back up. If you don't want to go outside, don't go outside. If you're immunocompromised and you are fearful, cool, stay inside. If you're elderly and you are fearful, cool, stay inside. Heck, if you're young, fit, and healthy, but you're fearful, cool, stay inside. The rest of us, we're going to go about our day. Mission, attract, educate, help as many people as possible. That's what this is for. This is to educate you and help you. This is to give you another point of view. This is to give you news that you're probably not getting at 6 p.m., that you're probably not getting from your mom groups on Facebook, Karen. Governor Hot Wheels opening up the state. Starts Monday, or starts May 1st, Friday. Phase 1. You know why? Because there's no need to quarantine in the first place. It was a waste of everybody's time. Once again, germs don't make you sick. There's two ways to look at this. You can treat the fish, or you can treat the water. What is this? This is research on chiropractic and immunity. Chiropractic and the immune system. Again, this is a blessing. I hope you've made the most of it. Because 99% of you are unaffected by the coronavirus. 99% are unaffected. I hope you've done something with your time. Again, check us out on YouTube. We're not going to have a video the next 2 coming Fridays. You know why? Because we're moving our office. We got stuff to do. Bigger and better things. This is the healthcare high ground. Chiropractic is the king of all things natural. And we're making it better here at Aspire Chiropractic. Just trying to do my part. You guys have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.